Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu convened an urgent meeting of his security cabinet on February 5, according to a report by Channel 12 News. The emergency session took place just a day before the planned America-Iran nuclear negotiations, set to begin on February 6. However, Channel 12 reported that the Israeli cabinet meeting devoted very little attention to the Iran issue, despite the timing. During the discussion with lawmakers, Netanyahu reportedly warned that if Israel comes under attack, it will respond with a harsh and decisive blow against Iran. The Prime Minister also said that any Israeli military strike would be significantly greater than the attack carried out in June 2025. Netanyahu emphasized that coordination and strategic communication with the United States are currently as close and comprehensive as possible. Still, he acknowledged that he does not know what U.S. President Donald Trump will ultimately decide regarding Iran. Israeli assessments reportedly suggest that the country might receive little to no advance warning if the United States were to go to war with Iran. Despite global focus on Tehran, the urgent cabinet meeting was said to center mainly on the financial state of the Palestinian Authority. Netanyahu did address Iran-related issues in a separate closed-door session with the Knesset's Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee earlier in the day, as per Channel 12. In that private briefing, the Prime Minister reportedly said that current developments are creating conditions that could potentially lead to the collapse of the Iranian regime. However, Netanyahu added a note of caution, saying he was uncertain whether these pressures alone would be sufficient to cause such a collapse, Channel 12 reported. Sensitive policy deliberations on Iran are being conducted within smaller and more discreet Israeli security forums. Amid this, Netanyahu dispatched Israel's military chief to Washington for classified talks focused exclusively on the Iranian threat. Senior U.S. and Israeli military leaders held a meeting at the Pentagon on January 30 to coordinate strategies and share intelligence. Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir, representing Israel, reportedly presented new intelligence findings showing Iran rebuilding its missile systems and nuclear infrastructure. Israeli officials are increasingly worried that the United States may soften or even drop its long-standing demand to restrict Iran's ballistic missile program during nuclear negotiations.